as I understand, something like 55% of all models available in 2014 had Bosch on them, were Bosch powered. How does something like this happen? What do you attribute that kind of mass adoption to?
Let's go back 4 years, 5 years, when we investigated the trend of electromobility, and we saw that real electric vehicles, they will take longer because batteries are heavy and expensive, and we thought light electric vehicles, this is the way to go, to start this first. And then we made benchmark which solutions are out there, and then we thought we have to bring a high-performing, high-quality system that is modular in a way that bicycle manufacturers can build a lot of different bicycle types around that. Back then it was basically step-through wave-frame bikes, which were city bikes and trekking bikes. But H-Class was 60 plus. And even in Europe, and especially in Germany, it was almost, people were not proud to ride electric bicycles. It was like they were a little shy because everyone was pointing fingers, ooh, this is an e-bike. And then we came with this powerful modular system, and bicycle manufacturers were now in the situation, position to build modern bikes, cooler bikes. So we had trekking bikes, then we had mountain bikes, and now we had this more sportive image of bicycles. And then, like the last 2-3 years, the H-Class dropped from 60 to 50 to 40. Now we are at 30-year-old customers buy e-bikes. And now that we expanded our product portfolio, we offer more solutions, but it's still like building blocks, which means every bicycle today can be electrified. From the classic wave frame step-through bike to very cool urban bikes here, the 20-inch wheels, very cool bikes. And this is the way we think we changed a little bit the market development, and with that a lot of OEs love our system because they can play with it and design their bikes. And yeah, the more customers you have, then the more market share you have. And we still allow them to be different from each other because of the design integration. So me personally, I got involved when Bosch started this as a small startup. I had a special role in the Bosch company. I was the personal assistant to our former CEO, Maxon. And he said, you gotta go to the Eurobike because they kick off now their market launch and they have a press conference. You better look what they are doing with our brand. He was all about brand reputation. Now we have this small team in the bicycle industry. What are they doing? I said, that's cool. I have been at the Eurobike many times because I'm a cyclist. Now it's a business trip. So for 2 years I was basically having this as a special task to get involved with them. I knew Claudia, who was now in California. I knew her from the past. So, and then my predecessor, he decided to take a retirement package. So he decided he had his age limit and he wants to retire, and I said, it would be something for me. So my business career was always system development in automotive. I was in the US as a vice president for brake systems, from sports cars, Corvette, to pickup trucks, F-150. So systems was always my passion, and my other passion was business. So, and my private hobby and sport is mountain biking. So it's a natural fit. What is really different to my background, automotive, is everything here is faster. It's like the product life cycles, product introduction, and the creativity and dynamics to try out new things. This is way more dynamic in automotive. And
in automotive?
It is faster than automotive, okay. Way faster and more dynamic. Yeah. So now we bring this together, and we try to bring a little in that. I miss a vocabulary. We try to bring
to pace it a little bit.
To bring our competency and our engineering and technology background that we have in the company to the bicycle industry to help develop better and more robust and more sustainable solutions. So that's our aim, but still keep the pace and the momentum of the bicycle industry. It was a little stretch in the beginning, we're getting there.
Now, how do you envision the American market? Like, what do you imagine it'll be like, and to what extent will it be similar to this last few years of launching here in Europe, and to what extent will it be different?
So if you just look at the pure sales numbers, they are so low that you cannot even count them, but which means the US market is like years behind what happened in Europe, and there are reasons for that. But we see the bicycle industry also through all the shows, through social media. This is a global thing that is happening, that cycling worldwide is renewing itself. And the momentum that we see in Europe, in Germany, and especially in the Netherlands, everyone sees that. And now this wave comes to the US as many US customers, manufacturers, US dealers who are here and see, this is cool what's happening in Europe, why can't we have it in the US? And if you see these activities in the US, like People for Bikes and the Green Lane cities, and I think San Francisco was one of the first Green Lane cities to build more bicycle paths, bicycle lanes, then it's clear that in the US and in society and also in the governmental areas and the politicians that there is already awareness. There should be more cycling in the future to solve our traffic issues and also our pollution issues. I think the electric bicycle, the European style pedelec, that's the right time to come to the US market. Maybe small numbers, but there are the perfect right signals that this development can really be a good one. And you guys are front runners with your shop.
Keep working on it, right, Brett? I just have one more question, which is, if you look down the road, maybe 5 years and 10 years, what are the things that you're most excited, like, what makes you excited for the future?
First of all, that the industry and also our Bosch team, we have so many ideas that it's difficult to imagine that we can put them all out at the next Eurobike. So we know already what we will bring in 1, in 2, in 3 or 4 years. We have so many ideas. So which means the pipeline of innovation, this will not dry out for the next decade because there's many things to come. We envision cycling becomes more popular in Europe and in the US. More people will just enjoy cycling because with a pedelec, with a European style e-bike, it's way more fun to cycle. People will cycle more often because you have the fun like riding a bicycle, but if there is a hill or oncoming wind or longer distance, that doesn't matter. Which means they will cycle more. We will see more cyclists, which is cool. Which is very positive for the, let's say, social development. This has a social impact, but also for each and every individual. So I imagine that we will have a lot of fun in the next years on this industry, and the numbers, the share. In Germany we have 11% of bicycles are pedelecs, in the Netherlands 19-20%, I think in the US less than 1%. We expect that the saturation of the share is maybe at 30%. It could be like 50%, like every second bicycle in maybe 10, 15, 20 years will be an e-bike, which is cool.
What do this is my total last question, I promise.
Last question.
What do the automotive industry people think about having like a console on a Bosch product that compares like automotive efficiency to electric bike efficiency? Are they paying attention at all?
Sure,
are they feeling worried?
No, they're not feeling worried. Some automotive manufacturers already have bicycles in their portfolio as an accessory product that they had for years. Like there's always a BMW bike, or so they also have right now pedelecs, European style, that they produce, and they see for sure that when the inner cities become emission free. So when you're not allowed to drive into a city with a combustion engine that has emissions, that they have to have new solutions for mobility. And then the inner city mobility will change. Smaller cars, electrified cars, and then pedelec, e-scooter, e-bike, e-motorcycle, small, like the Uber car, and small cars, they will be the main way of transportation in the city. And the automotive manufacturers, they want to be part of that, but they want to see their brand, their name tag in the inner city. So
exciting.
I just learned that in the German International Auto Show next year there will be a special hall just for light electric vehicles and a special exposition for pedelecs at the car show. Imagine the Detroit Motor Show would have bicycles on display. It's happening next year in Frankfurt. Just got decided. Yep.
That's so cool. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us.
Always a pleasure, Karen. Looking forward to see you then in Las Vegas.
More fun in Interbike. Woohoo!